Hi, this is Chris Guldi with the Guldi Group at Keller Williams Realty right here in Southern Maryland. And today's question is, how do real estate agents get paid? This came up while somebody was out viewing homes with one of our agents this week, and I thought it was a good video to do so that everybody knows how we get paid. Real estate agent's commission comes from the sales price of the property. Now, there's a long-standing debate within the industry about who pays that commission. Is it the seller, where it's coming from their proceeds, or is it the buyer that is putting the money up for the seller to have proceeds? It's a whole chicken and egg conversation and not a debate we're going to get into. But I will walk you through how it all works so that you know, and then you can decide if you think it's the buyer or the seller. So the seller enters into a listing agreement with the listing broker. So that's with the actual company and the individual that is the broker. So in our case, if you list with us, you're listing with Keller Williams Three Bridges. That's the broker for the company and the person in charge of all the agents within the Keller Williams Realty office. In that agreement, we dictate how much of the commission is going to be paid to a buyer's agent. So when we put your listing in the MLS, the actual purpose of the MLS is to offer a cooperating commission to a buyer's agent. Yes, it's fantastic marketing. There's a ton of websites that pull feeds directly from the MLS so that consumers can see listings on thousands and thousands of websites. But the ultimate purpose of the MLS and the reason it was designed was for listing brokers to offer a commission to buyer brokers for bringing a buyer into the listing. Typically, that's half the commission. So we have half the commission now going to the listing broker. We have half the commission going to the buyer broker. What happens with that? Every single broker in the world wants to get paid. So obviously, not all of that money is going to the agent. Some of that money has to go to the broker, and depending on the broker, it varies. How much of that money is going and how is it going? Some offices, the agent writes a check every month whether or not they sell a house. Some offices, they take a split. Some offices do a hybrid. There's a lot of different options about how brokers choose to get paid, and in general, it is related to the services that they're offering to the agent. So if the broker is taking care of the 3D tours and MLS dues and Board of Realtor dues and errors and omissions and insurance, they're going to take more of that commission than a broker that is simply providing an office space for an agent to put up their license and nothing else. And those brokers do exist. So now we have the commission split in half when between the two brokers. Then we have the broker splitting it up to go between the agent and the broker so that the agent can get paid. Now the agent, whether they're a buyer's agent or a seller's agent, is going to have expenses out of that commission. If it's the listing agent, they're going to have showing services, signage. The signs are not cheap. It's amazing how easily they get stolen. Although I have had some kids tell me that they do make really good sleds in the winter. Don't take my signs for sleds in the winter. 3D tours, putting them in the MLS, errors and omission insurance like I talked about, admin staff that's supporting with that. These are all expenses that will be on the listing side. We often say that listings cost money and buyer sides take time. So on the buyer's side, the buyer's agent's going to have less expenses. They're going to have their automobile expense and their gas and their super key and their board of realtors and their earned emissions insurance and their website and all these same things. But they're really on the buy side going to be spending most of their time showing homes to the buyer. And so whereas the listing side costs more money, the buy side takes more time, we actually find that on a per hour basis for an agent, they're making about the same on either side. They're just working more hours on the buy side. This is how real estate agents get paid. At the end of the day, hopefully, after all those expenses and after everybody's gotten their split on the commission, there's some money to buy some groceries to put in the kitchen. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you very much for watching it. If you have any other questions, send them in to us. If we use them on a video in the future, then we'll be more than happy to send you a $25 Starbucks gift card to thank you for helping us, and hopefully you'll find some value. Thanks again, this is Chris Guldi. Thanks for watching the video.